Start with the Terramana Tequila Blanco. A couple of ounces. That's way more than a couple of ounces. I failed math, so it's okay. I always round up. All right, here we go. All right, we add a little bit of orange juice here. Again, I just go by feel, but I let the bartenders know that it should be about 2 ounces and just a splash of this, a splash of that. We go with a little bit of the Lamana secret sauce, which is a little bit of pineapple. Just a splash. And what we'll do here, we'll take these orange wedges, a little squeeze. Little squeeze. It is way more Terramana than OJ. Thank you for noticing that. All right, and I like to throw the orange peels in there, and just the orange wedges in there, because you get the you get the rind, you get some of the pulp, you get that quality. You gotta give it a good shake here. You do a little thing like this, because I think I'm cool. That makes me cool. Till I drop this shit all over the house. Oh, you guys are having a blast. 2 ounces, and I pour in 2 cups. Okay, you can never have too much Terramana. All right. Pulls me back, yeah. There you go, baby, yeah. Making me good again. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I raise this glass to you guys around the world, this Terramana Tequila Sunrise. This toast goes to our front line, our first responders, our healthcare workers all around the world, certainly here in the United States, and all the hard work, the endless commitment that you guys are putting in. And I thank you, because we all, at this point, know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who is going through it with this virus. And many of us are dealing with it on a close level too as well. So I toast to you guys. Cheers, enjoy, hold your glasses up of your Terramana. That's good. You guys keep sending me your pictures, by the way, and your videos. I appreciate it. That sounds a little weird and creepy. You know what I'm saying. That's good. As you guys are drinking your Terramana, show me all the cheat meals that you guys are eating. So from Dark Side of the Ring, you guys asked me, how would I think I would have done in Brawl for All, the Brawl for All. So if you guys have been watching, if you are a fan of professional wrestling, which I am, there's a show on Vice, which I really enjoy. It's called The Dark Side of the Ring. And of course, based on the title, it deals with a lot of things that are, I know you guys are like, get to the cheat meal. I know we're going to get to the cheat meals right here. We're getting to it. But I have been, the Dark Side of the Ring. It's an inside look at some of the darker, more tragic stories that have taken place in professional wrestling. And so every single episode, I am so just personally connected to all of these, because I grew up in the professional wrestling world. So my grandfather, my dad, my cousins, I mean everybody. So I know everybody who they are profiling, and it's really quite the show. And quite the series. How would I have done? Are you kidding me? I would have introduced him to the Hammer Brothers, Sledge and Jack, baby. Then I would have gotten knocked out, probably. But I go down swinging. All right, here we go. Thank you guys for the love. Good to see you. Good to see you, France. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, Middle East, too, as well. I just don't want to put the drink down. They say that success happens when you see the world through the bottom of a glass. All right, there we go. On to the main event. Here we go. All right. So this week's main event, this cheat meal, this is going to be, what's up, Italy? Good to see you. Glad you guys are in the house. So this cheat meal, if you guys could see it, this is 4-inch thick French toast. And it is a personal recipe of mine. It's a specialty that I love. It is my go-to every single week. Now, this isn't only what I have. I have this, and I'm sharing this with you guys. But I also have some. Usually some cookies, some chocolate chip cookies. I also have the chocolate chip cookies. But here's the thing with the chocolate chips. I don't know how you guys feel, but I gotta have milk chocolate. Milk chocolate. I'm not a big semi-sweet fan because it's a little. There's a little bitterness quality to it, so I gotta have the milk chocolate. I also do big peanut butter chocolate chip cookies too as well. And I do a ton of pasta throughout the day. But it's today. What's up, Canada? Good to see you. Usually Sunday is my cheat day. And the only reason why I know it's Sunday, because I've lost complete track of days, I'm sure you guys have, is because it's cheat day. All right, so here we go. The main event, brioche French toast. If you guys can get your hands on some brioche bread, I cut it 4 inches thick. Because I'm greedy, and I love a big thick ass French toast. So basically, when you put these together, this is the loaf, and then I cut off the ends of it, here, and then the ends. What I usually do is I usually make a grilled cheese sandwich, because the greed and the cheat meals, it just keeps going throughout the day. What advice would you give my team? 2 people making their WrestleMania debut and Raw. Okay, so Zelina Vega, Thea Trinidad, good to see you. What advice would I give you guys? Stay healthy. That's the advice I would give you right now. And also, she's this big match for WrestleMania, and I've known her for years, and very, very proud of all her accomplishments. And, look, I got to tell you guys this. Before we get into this, you're like, Rock, no, eat the cheat meal. I know, I'm going to. Stay with me. I got it. But it is WrestleMania weekend. WrestleMania took place last night. So big this card was that it takes 2 nights. And so WrestleMania started last night. It goes on tonight, too. We have some really big matches tonight. And I will answer one question about WrestleMania, which everybody has been asking me. What is my favorite WrestleMania moment? And yes, yes, this is French toast. Yes, it's a loaf of French toast. I would say what you guys got to do, honestly, is what my answer to you, Thea, is, and to all the hardworking men and women, WWE superstars, it's such a unique thing that you guys are trying to hold WrestleMania with no crowd. So it requires a certain skill set. So I would just advise you to go out, act as if a crowd is there, give it all you got, and stay healthy as best you can. And eventually we're all going to get through this thing. And you guys are going to be working in front of your 80 million people. Those are in my fantasies. You guys are going to be back working in a full crowd very, very soon. So keep up the great work, Mama. I'm proud of you and all of the women in that locker room and all the dudes too. I know you guys are working your asses off, especially during this crazy time. So I nod a respect to you guys. Okay, here we go. This is it. But first, I got you guys. Here we go. My favorite WrestleMania moment was would have to be the very first WrestleMania that I main evented with a guy by the name, some of you may know him, Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of my good buddies. And I lost that match, but I came in the youngest WWE heavyweight champion ever, and he beat me right in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. It was my favorite WrestleMania moment. You're probably like, why is that your favorite Mania moment? Because you lost. it was my favorite moment because he was the number one guy in the company, and he trusted me to main event with him. And the WWE is a company who was just getting ready, who was just skyrocketing and just getting ready to become a publicly traded company. So the company itself was on fire. And the reason why it's so special to me is because they trusted me in that position. And I went out and I grabbed that brass ring I didn't let it go. And so even though I lost, beat clean in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, in the loss is where I actually won big. So that's my favorite WrestleMania moment. Cheers to everything at this point. Okay, here we go. So I've already warmed this up, by the way, so this is not cold. I warmed it up about 15 minutes ago. Yeah, it's still mushy. It's still good. Look at that. This is very weird because I'm making it weird. All right, first things first. So here's the thing. Here's the ingredients. We have peanut butter. This is the first thing that goes on. Nice. This is one of my favorite songs right here by Cody Jinks. You guys are country music fans. Cast no stones. So, here we go. Traditional country. So, I'm smothering this French toast in peanut butter, as I do. Now, keep in mind, usually when I do this, when I'm doing these French toasts, when I'm doing my French toast cheat meals, it's usually, honestly, about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night. And it's just me. I don't turn any of the TVs on. I sit in front of my computer, my iPad, and I turn on either Netflix or Apple or HBO or ESPN. And I just watch documentaries. When everybody's asleep. But now, I'm breaking this out with you guys. Just want you to see what I'm pulling out here. Again, sounded weird. Like I was back in college. Okay, look. Look at that. Here we go. My business. There we go. There's a lot of comments after a post I posted last night when I told you guys about the other careers that I wanted in my life before I do what I do now, which was I wanted to become the heavyweight boxing champion of the world at one time, and I actually had this dream about being a country music singer. True story. When I was in Nashville, one fateful night on Music Row on Broad Street, when I was 15 years old, changed my mind. All right, next up, jelly. Any kind of jelly. I'm going with blueberry right now, but I like blueberry. I like blackberry. I like strawberry. I like all kinds of all kinds of jellies. Not a fan of marmalade. I gotta say, if there's any marmalade fans out there, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but not a fan of marmalade. All right, here we go. I hurt nobody. Somebody found their way. Terramana's kicking in, guys. All right. Here we go. There you go. Take a good look. That in total is 8 inches. Again, like I'm back in college. It all happened in college. All right. 4-inch thick French toast, peanut butter, jelly. Here we go. Now it comes. How many calories do I think that meal is in totality? It is a lot of calories, and throughout the day, I eat a shitload of pastas and breads and carbs because I also usually train. But, obviously mine and yours, our workout schedules have kind of been a little bit wonky with, this. But, and then all the sweets I eat, I would easily consume. I would take a guess. Throughout the day, I could consume anywhere between 8,000 to 10,000 calories. And that is a legitimate guess. You're probably like, really? Yes. All right, here comes. Here comes the syrup. Here we go. How many calories and carbs in Terramana? Good question. That would be 0. Good question. So for the first time, just so you guys know, I wanted to be completely transparent in the world of the spirits business. And every time I drink and, I like to tip the glass back a little bit, I always want to know, like, what's in my liquor, what's in my alcohol, and I have to go online and research. Well, I wanted to take that away from you guys. I wanted to show you right up front that we are gluten-free, no calories, no carbohydrates in Terramana tequila. So enjoy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What's up, Russia? Good to see you guys. Welcome. So say a prayer for me, brother, and I'll see you on down that line. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, you ready? This is the final thing going down right now. Look at this. Here we go. Get ready for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I just got to take another drink. You're like, damn, Rock, you did it to me again.
So, nose of the grindstone.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. Before I destroy this, let me just show you what this is like. Hold on one second. There you go. Can you see that? I don't know if you could. There you go. So this is, for those of you who are just joining us, this is the brioche French toast, cut 4 inches thick. It's a little compromised because I had to put it in the fridge because I made this actually last night, and it covered it. When it covered it, it pressed it down. But anyway, I cut them 4 inches thick, sometimes a little bigger. And the brioche bread adds a little bit of a really sweet quality to it. And on top, what I like to do is, and oh, by the way, so what I normally do, just because a lot of you guys want to know the actual recipe. You're like, great, Rock, I could see you destroy that shit. Tell me the recipe. I need to know how to make it. So what I prefer to do is, and this goes against a lot of chefs, I think, etiquette and their artistic vision about French toast. But for me, I don't like French toast that is weighed down heavy with creams and butters. So what I do is I remove all that, and I use whole eggs, and I use whole milk, whole eggs, and a little bit of butter just for the pan. And that's it. And the sweetness in the brioche really brings out a quality. So it is 4 inches of brioche French toast. On top, what I like to do is smother it with peanut butter, and then with jelly, and then with syrup. Here we go. Cheers. That's good. Good question. How do I feel afterwards? Do I feel sluggish? Not really. I don't really feel sluggish after. I think because I'm fairly really disciplined and lean with my diet throughout the week. So by the time this hits my body and my bloodstream, it usually gives me, actually, instead of feeling sluggish, I actually feel a bit more energetic. Now, what happens in the middle of the night when I get sugar sweats because I consume way too much? That's a different story. So SportsCenter wants to know is what happens if you eat this and you don't work out? Well, SportsCenter, have a dream one time of being a country music singer. I was in Nashville, Tennessee. I lived in Nashville twice. When I was a little boy, and I also lived in Nashville when I was 15 years old. I was stuck in a little motel. My old man put me there. It's a long story. When I was 15, didn't have any money, but it was on Murfreesboro Road. Everybody in Nashville knows where that is. It was a little shithole motel. Anyway, this is one of the greatest songs ever written, Amos Lee, Arms of a Woman. Anyway, I digress. I used to spend a lot of time down on Music Row, and I did. I wanted to be a traditional country music singer. Had a decent voice. I could carry a tune. But I wound up buying a car from a crackhead. I know, you're like, really? Where's this story going? It's a long story. They're all long stories. But it was the best thing that never happened to me. Even though I love traditional country music and I love music like this. That comes from a really resonant place in here when people write. But it's just like me making it in the NFL. Me making it to the NFL was the best thing that never happened. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. All right. I hope I'm not the only one eating. Because it's almost like we're all having brunch together or dinner or wherever you're at around the world. And I'm with, right now, almost 100,000 people. And I'm talking. And we're all talking to each other. I hope you're eating or drinking or doing something. Lord knows we have all the time in the world. One of my best friends just asked me a question. How do I stay calm in the pocket amidst all the craziness and when things get really hectic? Thank you, Brad Slater. There's a big bumblebee here. I like to think I'm one with the animals. Kevin Hart would fuck with me right now. If there's any kind of animal that comes around, a snake, a bumblebee. I mean, it could be a bug that is full of, the rainbow colors that looks poisonous, and I'm always reaching out for it. Come here. I'm one with the animals. All right, Brad. How do I stay calm in the pocket? Thank you for asking that. That's our thing that we try to do. After I take one more bite, because I'm greedy. I'm going to get sensy just for a second. So this song by Amos Lee, he's one of my favorite artists, and and this is one of my favorite songs, Being at Ease in the Arms of a Woman. It's one of those things where life could be so crazy and busy and hectic and people pulling at you in 1,000 different directions and responsibilities, and you wear multiple hats of a father, a husband, a businessman, a friend, everything that we all are around the world. But man, sometimes it's like all you need is just that comforting place to fall. And in my life, that comforting place to fall, Kevin Hart is like, my lap? No, not your lap. Is in the arms of a woman. In the arms of my wife. Let me clarify, because when she watches this, she's like, a woman? No, you. All right. Anyway. Well, back to Brad's question really quickly. How do I stay calm in the pocket? I just try to remember that the road that I have traveled to get here has provided me with experience and skill sets. And even if it's something that I'm unfamiliar with, I have confidence in my gut and my instinct, and I have confidence in the people around me. So once I have all that, it allows me to be calm in the pocket, especially when situations get a little crazy. By the way, I mean, a prime example is now. We're all going through this thing. Thank you for that question. All right, so this is the evidence of a great cheat meal. It is all gone. That is the French toast, brioche French toast. It's the first time I'm wiping my mouth, by the way. Most important thing, faith. Yes, good question. I do have faith. I always have faith. But I always say it's not necessarily faith of a religious sense, even though I feel like I do have my own special relationship with the big man above and the universe. It's faith that things are going to be okay. It's faith that things are going to get better. That's what I believe in, and certainly we can apply it to this time now that we're dealing with this. All around the world, things will get better, and we got to have faith. I can't get this thing off. Here we go. All right, 1 second. Here we go. It's a good look right here. Here we go. I know these are all classic songs right here that I'm passing out. Love y'all. It never ends.